I was white, Welcome to Derry would be peak. I would be like, oh my god, this shit is so good. But
Okay, so look, I don't want nobody to take this in no type of way. I know how social media is with the whole like, oh, you're attacking black women kind of thing. I don't want that to be that. This is more so opinions against opinions. Because honestly, I watched that whole video from her, so there's nothing specifically to her, uh, like as a person to her, more so to the take because the take, the opinion, whatever you want to call it, for me, dumb as hell. Just dumb as hell. It's one of those very narrow minded, focused, like just just closed minded kind of takes to where it's just like that's what you're focused on. Because if you watch the whole video, she goes through, the whole thing of basically boil down Pennywise or the Welcome to Derry show to just creepy things happening to white kids and racist things happening to black people. That's She watched all 7 of these episodes so far, and that's all she's pulled from it. So I'm not going through this 1,000-page book. I'm not, because if I did, trust me, the book is way worse than the shows, than the movies, and not to mention Andy Muschietti. That's his timeline. Okay, that's he veered off, not even veered off of the timeline, but he changed continuity a few times compared to the Tim Curry movie, the TV movie, and his actual movies and the book. But the core values of Pennywise being an interdimensional god alien, we haven't even got into the Tommy knockers, the whole prison thing, none of that. Just the basics of what it is, him crash landing, meeting the natives, being in Derry, all that stuff like that. The issue with how bad her take is the fact that the whole purpose of it is to cause fear. Now, yes, it's the 60s. The further you go back, the worse it gets for blacks, natives, all of that. It also wasn't good for white people in Derry. Derry specific. We're not talking about America, all that shit. Not like Shaw was talking about. Talk about specifically Derry. So the fact that somebody like Richie or Rich, somebody like Rich died in a fire that was set for black people in a black spot, which is in the book. The fact that Rich died and the only thing you can pull from is, oh my God, only racist things happen to black people. That's all the show is about. Should I laugh? It's just like that's how short minded you seem to be. Like you're watching a show, you're seeing the growth and bonds of kids, you're seeing the other kids try to do specific things with Ronnie to, whether they fight and bicker because they were forced to be friends. So they're going to have their fights and then they're going to realize they're better together. That's the whole premise of the Losers Club, Stephen King's mythology with Derry. You're stronger together. That's how you beat Pennywise. That love conquers the fear. Um, but yeah, the fact that you see all the kids doing all these crazy ass things to prove that Ronnie's dad is innocent and they get evidence that it, Pennywise, is real. All you see is, oh, the kids just running around. They not really doing much. It's just creepy demon babies. Oh, they get scared. A couple kids get eaten. And then racism. It's like, where, where's the, like, because as black people, we have inherent trauma. Like there is that when a cop walks around, we move kind of different, just in case. But the fact that you can watch something like this, and instead of being like, yes, that's accurate, and I see, Miss Hanlon, doing her best to try to get him safe and get this and blah 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 and all that stuff like that. All you see is just, when it comes to black people, racism. They niggas. That's it. And then white people, they're the ones that's actually getting scared and dealing with, Pennywise. That's like when people just boil down somebody like me with locks and just be like, oh yeah, he must be a thug. He must be, a gangbanger or a rapper. They wouldn't think, I'm an artist. I have paintings and galleries, and I've been in magazines, and I've been on the radio. So I don't know. It's just something about that whole take was just weird to me. And you can agree, you can disagree. That's just my personal opinion. But I just like feel like things like that. It's like just therapy. Honestly, you need therapy, because even besides it just being a show, even though the show is rooted in real things, it's also like there's more to it than that. There's literally more to it than that. There's subplots about trusting yourself, believing in yourself, subplots of not always following orders, because following orders isn't always right. Like there's just so many grains of sand on that beach, and you chose to walk into the water and be like, yep, that's salty, and cold. I don't like that. Like, bro, what? You missed, you missed everything. What's happening? So I don't know. This was long. This is a rant. I know, but y'all let me know what y'all think below. Y'all can disagree. Y'all can agree. I honestly don't care. It's just my opinion. But yeah.